Well, everyone, after another work-induced delay, we're back, but actually slightly ahead of schedule because, believe it or not, in our second season, we've got the chance of reaching another cup final. We've got an unexpected semi. Yeah, that's right, everyone. We're playing Man United in the Carabao Cup semi-final. Now, I think with the World Cup, it's just one leg, and you will notice that we're actually playing them again next in the league. So yeah, we're playing them tonight, Wednesday, the 18th of January, in the semi-final. I think the other semi-final, so Man City 1-2. If we win, we will play Man City. Now, if you remember rightly, last time we had that epic 3-all, where we with 3-1 up and ended up losing, drawing 3-all. Sorry. Now, so that was then, and then yeah, we beat Fulham. We lost to Chelsea 2-1. Then beat Southampton 3-1, Barnsley 4-0, Dominic Calvert-Lewin getting all 4 goals, beating Spurs 3-1 in the EFL Cup quarter-final, and then drawing 0-0 with Burnley. Really quite sort of slow, tired, sluggish performance, really, this one. But yeah, Dominic Calvert-Lewin, been linked with a move to Milan, but also a few other teams now. He's been really underperforming this season, I would say. He got 4 goals against Barnsley, and he's got a couple of goals in the league since, so it's been quite nice to see him sort of playing. But yeah, he's now wanted by PSG and Juve as well. Now, basically, when I looked at his, I think was it in his player performance, when I looked at in terms of forwards now, it's slightly skewed for him now. Although this is just in league compared to how it was, because he has obviously started scoring goals again. But his conversion rate, he's putting away an average of 5% less than the average in the league, if I have understood that correctly anyway. He is having 7% less shots on target, but he's getting quite a few decent chances. When you look at his XG per minute, he's expected to score just over half a goal a game. So a goal every 2 games, but he's actually scoring more like a goal every 3. One thing he is doing very well at is key passes. He's threading a lot of passes through, and that's being showed in the assists that he's getting slightly more assists than the average in the league, and he's also winning a lot of headers, but he's just not converting his chances. So he was happy with us setting a transfer value of 100 mil. You'll see here low scoring, high quality shooting. He's kind of here on the average between more towards that area than the high scoring, the high quality shooting. But you would expect him to be doing a lot better really than he is, which is a shame. I think he's where's his XG? Like his overall XG, he's got aggressive shooting and low quality. He hits the target with a high proportion of his shots, but produces fewer XG for his shots. So, and he's getting them in good places. So whether he's just not creating good quality chances, can I see what his XG is? Will it tell me? I want to see what his expected goals is versus his actual goals. Where's his expected goals? Oh, sorry, there we go. Expected goals. His expected goals for the season is just over 10. To be fair, he's actually got 13. So he's actually slightly overperforming on his XG, which surprises me, to be honest with you, because, to be fair, that is probably because of this one game in the FA Cup. In the league, his XG is 5, and he scored 4. So yeah, but basically what I'm trying to say is if the right bid comes in for him, if someone bids, I'd be prepared to let him go, especially when he's on 125k a week. Now, because I preempted him going because Pioli at Milan was making all the right noises when it comes to wanting to sign him. This brings us quite nicely onto transfers, to be fair. In terms of outgoings, we'll touch on that in a minute, but you'll see, to be fair, you'll see, you can see what's kind of happened really. I'm not going to worry too much about focusing in on the value side of things, like over here behind my head, because I'll just tell you basically. So Alan had 18 months left on his contract, and his attributes are already starting to decline. In fact, when I sold him, his you can't see, his pace here is 12. It was actually 13 when I sold him. So he had 18 months left on his contract. He was already starting to show signs of decline. And I thought, you know what? I don't really want to renew his contract when I'm probably not going to use him properly in a season or two, because Alan's been injured a little bit this season and Tom Krause has really stepped up. So Alan has gone to Roma for 20 million, which I think when he had 18 months left on his deal is really good. Yerry Mina, he went to Shakhtar for, I think it's 23.5 mil, but I'm pretty sure it's oh no, it was just, I could have sworn he went for, it was like an add-on fee, it had add-ons and it was for more than that. Max Bird, we sold him for 5.5 mil to AEK Athens, and yeah, he was someone who, you know, we bought in as a cheap option. We ended up selling him below what his value was, but we just couldn't get teams to offer the value for him, really. So we ended up going to Athens. Yeah, 5.5 mil. We bought him for 1.7, so we've made pretty much a, 3.5 mil profit on him, which you can't really complain at, really. The other outgoings are just loans. Beckham Castro, we signed on a free. He's someone who, you can't see all of his attributes. His pace is 11. His stamina is 12. In fact, you know what? Let's just go straight onto him. We signed him for free from Villareal. So he's out on loan. Basically, it was like one of those, it's a free signing. He may develop, and if not, we'd be able to sell him. He's, value is 375k to 1.4 mil. So, you know, we can sort that out. Another person who left was Lewis Gibson. He went to St. Gallen in Switzerland for 8 million. Decent little player. Just wasn't going to get game time, really. And it didn't make any sense to keep him when we'd been offered decent money for him, because I think he had a few cons. Yeah, he feared big matches and was inconsistent, and he was slightly injury prone as well. So it was like, you know what, let's cash in on you while we can. And so yeah, you'll see here there's two names there that I've not talked about. Lorenzo Luca. Now I know a lot of people have signed him. I am actually yet to use him on this version of FM. I think because a lot of people have, and I've kind of always tried to find maybe sort of lesser players. Although if I've only done what Dortmund, where we had Haaland and Makoko, and then we signed Vlahovic, and obviously the Pentagon, which the next episode I will be recording either tonight or tomorrow. So we brought Luca in for 7.5 mil, and he's on 39k a week. Now I thought it's a no-brainer. Calvert-Lewin can go for, if we can get at least 70 million for him, bringing Luca on for a tenth of the price and on a fraction of the wages. Didn't get a work permit, so we put him up for loan. Thankfully, Hellas Verona came in for him, who were in Serie A, so he's gone out on loan to Verona in the hopes that he might garner a bit of international attention, and we might hopefully be able to get a work permit for him for the summer. And then Daniel Samack is a guy we signed from, I think it's at Slavia Prague, for 7.75 mil. Another defensive mid, 18 years old, so he is someone who is probably already better than Max Bird, and he's a lot younger, and he's also probably got the potential to be as good as Alan, hopefully. So we brought him in with the hope that he will continue to develop, where he spends the rest of the season on loan at Slavia Prague, and then he'll come back and hopefully can be a good rotation player for us. Diego Marrera is a winger. We got him from loan from Benfica. 18 years old, Belgian. I'm pretty sure he's got dual nationality with Portugal, though, and Guinea-Bissau, apparently. But he's only 18, and he's got really decent attributes for this age. He plays out on the wing, and it looks like he could be a decent player. We've got an option to sign him. And basically signed him with an option to buy because we couldn't really afford to pay him for him outright at the time. For 3.3 mil. So we'll see if we can potentially get him over the line and get him into the club. And then with Mina leaving, we've been playing Renan at centre half as well a little bit. And he seems to be doing really well there, just as a bit of cover for Schlosserbeck, both left-sided centre-halves. So we brought in Thierry Small on loan from Southampton. For those of you who don't know, Thierry Small used to actually play for Everton, and then he was sold at the start of last season to Southampton because he wouldn't sign a new contract, which is, he cited he wanted extra game time, which is daft, because if he'd have stayed, he definitely would have got game time. With everything that happened with Digne, having to play like John Joe Kenny at left back and stuff like that, he definitely would have got game time. So we put him in on loan. He counts as homegrown in club, I believe, already at this stage. So when it comes to Europa League registration, he should help us fill one of those spots. If I go to Europa League, Thierry Small, just homegrown nation at the moment, but we haven't got an option to buy because he's quite expensive. He's like 18 to 22 mil for what he's worth. But he is someone who hopefully we can just use him to like spare Mykolenko in games. When we've got like the games going thick and fast in the Europa League, we can hopefully just after sort of 70-75 minutes just go, right, you know what, let's just throw Thierry Small on and get Mykolenko rested. Now defend more narrowly. It's annoying because they got winger and forward. I'd probably rather defend wide. No, sorry, defend narrowly. Yeah, because I want to force them outside. Brain fart there. So let's get picking the team. Now, the other advantage, I guess, in us selling. Charles still isn't quite fit. In us letting Alan go, it was because we basically had Tolisso, and it's like, well, you know what? Do we actually really need Alan? We've got Tolisso, we've got Kraus, we've got Decore. They can all play that number 6 role quite nicely. So, and Schlotterbeck has done really, really well over Mina, and he's on a fraction of the salary that Mina was on. Mina was 155k, and Schlotterbeck is done as well, if not better. Plus, he's just been fit enough to be able to play more games. So I think we're going to continue playing Calvert-Lewin to see if he can keep himself in the shop window. And Vitinha's had a little bit of a burst in form, as has Richarlison. And I think we just leave it at that for now. Ordinarily, I would possibly play Verbruggen because it's a cup game. But you know what, we're going to stick with Pickford. He's been a bit patchy in the league for us, but every now and then in games you can kind of count on him just to bring out that big save. So in our second season, we could end up in a second domestic cup final. Now, it's the Carabao Cup. It's the least glamorous of the two out of the FA Cup. But you know what? A trophy is a trophy, and we will take it. Is that Nico Williams? And it's Brandon Williams, obviously. We've got Isak on the bench, playing Ronaldo up front. Sancho and Rashford on the wings. And they've also brought Leandro Paredes in from PSG, who's playing as the number 6. Otherwise, it's a fairly standard United team. Varane and Maguire at the back with Dalot and Shaw as fullbacks, Dean Henderson in goal, and then Pogba and Fernandes, I believe, playing in the middle. Now, we've tweaked a few things because pretty much all of United's players are very, very technical, gifted, good. Pretty much all of them got fairly decent first touches. Oh, someone was offside. Kind of felt like it didn't make a huge amount of sense to press them too heavily and tire ourselves out, especially when obviously this is the game that has the potential to go to extra time. It's at his level, so we want to try and keep players as fresh as we possibly can. So rather than pressing heavy and just risking United players with like really good technical ability literally just nipping the ball away from us, we're just going to give them a little bit of space and hopefully be a bit more sort of disciplined. And no, don't you dare. That was an unbelievable goal. Don't you dare, ref. What a rocket from Anthony Gordon. What a rocket. I can't even remember what I was saying. I was completely caught off by that. It's gone from my head, guys. Can't remember what I was saying. Just lovely little bit of link-up play. I think that was, Calvert-Lewin with the assist again. Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, I think I was talking about the pressing. And the other thing I've also seen a little bit about lately is about... Oh, well then, Godfrey, go ahead, lad. I think it was when I was... Oh, yeah, that was it. RDF was talking on the Football Manager Show podcast. That was terrible last week, about how sometimes having counter on when you're already having players with like attack duties can not necessarily, maybe not completely hamper your team, but may not have a massive actual influence, because your players are already forward, so they're already going to be getting forward quickly when you're in possession anyway. So having counter on kind of doesn't change much. It maybe just picks up the tempo at which you redistribute play, and therefore might actually impact on your ball retention when you're trying to construct an attack. So I've tried taking the counter off for this just to see if that makes a difference, because we are playing positive and both of our wingers have got attack duties on. Anything I might actually consider changing as the game goes on, if the players are fresh enough, is just triggering a counter press, so that when we lose the ball, we just work even harder to win it back. What a ball. Tom Krause fans, Anthony Gordon crosses it. Richarlison. 2-0. Yes. 2-0. Anthony Gordon involved again, winning the ball, dribbling it down on the wing, crossing it in. Richarlison saves, first to react, smashes it in the empty net over the despairing Henderson. 2-0. Awesome. Woof. Maguire. Maybe make some substitutions. Tolisso can come on for Krause. Oh, Patterson, you're a bit tired. Branthwaite can come on for you. And let's bring on Ryan Kent for Gordon, because Gordon's tired. Great save, Jordan. Great save. Great save. Great save. So yeah, obviously I was planning on bringing this episode was going to be the second Merseyside derby, but I'm doing it here instead. So I'm not going to do the derby. I'm going to wait. Oh, can I make another sub? I can make another sub. On you come, Vitinha. And oh, can I make 5 subs? Can I make 5 subs? Because it's bruh. Because it's Carabao Cup and it's the World Cup. Bruh. Man United, while I was doing these last 2 subs, getting him with a goal here. Jadon Sancho feeds Ronaldo. Just played on side by Mikalenko, I think, and he dinks it over Pickford. Right, now what we're going to do, it's time to clamp the bus. Clamp the bus. Wind everything down. Slightly drop the line ever so slightly. Hold shape, regroup, slow it down. In fact, do we want to... I feel like with the players being tired, I feel like counter-pressing at this stage is now just going to invite... And why are you still doing that? It's just going to invite pressure, invite mistakes, and invite them just to play the ball around us. Clamp that bus and shut it down. Come on, Vitinha. Vitinha. The other thing I've been thinking as well is, obviously in this formation, like this tactic, I play Calvert-Lewin as a pressing forward. Now, pretty much, I think with every player I've had, whenever I've done a tactics test as well, I pretty much always use an advanced forward, and Calvert-Lewin always did really, really well as an advanced forward. And I'm wondering if whether playing him like that will help benefit his goal numbers. The only issue I have with that is that I find sometimes if you've not got like a number 10 or maybe someone supporting as much, I find sometimes maybe the advanced forwards struggle a little bit with support, especially if you play slightly direct, because they often sometimes seem to get a little bit isolated up top, so sometimes they often end up having to do it on their own. Whereas I feel like with a pressing forward, maybe they I don't know, maybe I'm just chatting rubbish, but I just find sometimes when I've used advanced forwards in sort of like more like, 4-3-3s with a defensive mid, they don't always seem to do as well. Maybe I'm don't know, maybe it's just experience for me, and it's just one of those things, and I've just maybe had advanced forwards who've not performed as well if they've been slightly starved of support or service, and that's it. That is it, everyone. We're into a final again. Into another final. So, everybody, we will play Man City in the EFL final on Sunday the 26th of Feb. So, I was just having a look. Now, that is then. We've just played Man United the week before, and I've got a horrible feeling we may have some Europa League action, because we don't come in yet. We will come in at the second round. Is it going to let me? So that will be drawn on the 17th of Feb, and I've got a horrible feeling that's when those fixtures are going to be around then. So we're going to come off the back of two massive games potentially before we play that final against Man City. Obviously, that is when we are going to be bringing it back, is in and around that final. We're currently sat 7th in the league. We are 7 points off Liverpool in 4th. Obviously, I would love to try and break into the Champions League this season. But you know what? If we can win at least another trophy in the Carabao Cup and get Europa League again through the league, because you only get Conference League for Carabao Cup win, I'll still be happy with that. But FA Cup, retaining that would also be really, really nice. But I think if we can win another trophy and get European football, Europa League again, that'd be great. Obviously, if we win the Europa League, then we get Champions League anyway. But let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. What was good about that as well, Anthony Gordon getting the goal and instrumental in the second goal, even though he didn't technically get the assist because Richarlison's first shot was saved. You know, one of our own, straight out of the academy, getting us to a final. If you don't remember, obviously he won. He scored the goal against Newcastle last time out. So in the final, in the FA Cup final, he scored the penalty that won us the FA Cup. So yeah, great to see Anthony Gordon leading the way on the assist charts. Love it. I hope you've enjoyed the video, everyone. Like I said, I'm not going to bring it back for the Liverpool game now. I'm going to bring it back around the Carabao Cup final. Hopefully we'll have our first Europa League game in and around then as well. Or if not, the second leg anyway. Take care, everyone. I really appreciate you all dropping by. As I mentioned last time, we are trying to get to 150 subscribers. I think I said by the end of June. I can't remember. So yeah, if you're new to the channel, welcome. This is if you're still here at this point, because the video is winding down now. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone dropping along, whether you're new, returning, whatever. I really appreciate it. So yeah, if you enjoy the video, do drop a like down below, leave a comment. What do you rate our chances of trophies this season? How many do you think we're going to get? Are we going to get none? Are we maybe going to get 2 or 3? Who knows? Let's see. And take care, everyone. I shall see you next time. Bye.